do... So you need to win one. You need to win the fewest. And it doesn't matter what Frodo wins. And Frodo just wants to win at least 2 or more rings.
Yes. Yes, she does. Give me the ring.
She's got 1. We're married.
Oh my God.
He's worked it in, folks. He's worked it in.
Video.
Welcome to the Grove, everybody. My name's Eli, and today we're going to be playing The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, the trick-taking game, published by Office Dog and designed by Brian Bornmuller. As you can see here, we're all set up for a 4-player game of The Lord of the Rings, the trick-taking game. I'm just going to call it Lord of the Rings from here on out. So as you can see here, this is the chapter we're going to be playing. Now, if you're familiar with games like The Crew, this is a very similar concept where it's a cooperative trick-taking game where we're all working together to achieve certain goals. Now, these goals are going to change from chapter to chapter, but in this game specifically, we're effectively following the Fellowship through their journey in Middle-earth to destroy the One Ring. So if you're not familiar with trick-taking games, let me walk you through it. Effectively, each chapter is going to be a round, and a chapter is the mission that we're trying to fulfill. Now, a round consists of everybody taking a card from their hand and playing it. But at the start of the game, we're going to be handing out 9 cards to each player because we're playing a 4-player game. Before we get to that, let's talk about the actual cards. So in this game, there are 5 different suits. We've got Shadow, Hill, Forest, Mountain, and the Rings. Now, if you're familiar with trick-taking games, this one has a little twist where the only trump card is the One Ring. And if you're not familiar with trick-taking games, you don't know what a trump card is, don't worry, we'll get to that. But at the start of the round, the lead player is going to take a card from their hand and they're going to play it out. That is going to determine the suit for the trick or the round. In this case, since this is a trick-taking game, we're just going to call them tricks. Now, I've played the 8 of Shadow. That means the lead suit for this trick is Shadow. So every other player must now follow the lead card, and if they have a card of the same suit, they must play it if possible. In this case, the next player plays the 1 of Shadow, and the following player doesn't actually have a Shadow card in their hand. Now, if you don't have a card that's matching the suit, you're allowed to play a card of any type. This just means you won't be winning the trick. And the final player also has a Shadow card, so they play a 6. So if you look here, the lead card has set the suit as Shadow. The next player played a 1 of Shadow. The next player, because they didn't have a matching suit, played a 4 of Mountains, and the final player played the 6 of Shadow. In trick-taking games, the lead card determines the suit, and the highest number of the lead suit wins. In this case, the lead card was the 8 of Shadows, so the 8 of Shadows is going to win the trick, and that trick goes to the player who played it. Now let's go back to our previous example where the third player who didn't have a Shadow card played a Mountain. In this case, let's say they had a ring. So let's say that the third player played the 2 of Rings. In this case, nothing happens. The rings themselves are just another suit. But let's say that instead of the 2, they had played the 1. As you can see here, this says that you may choose to win this trick. The twist of this game is that the only trump card is the 1 of Rings, the 1 ring. So if you play this, you get to choose whether or not you win the trick. And if you do, same thing, it goes in front of you and you place them face down, making note that you have won that trick. There's this ring token here that starts on the gray side. If a ring is introduced into a trick, that token is going to flip over to the colored side, meaning that now people can start tricks with a ring card, so you can lead with a ring card. Otherwise, if this is gray, you're unable to do that. The other thing we're going to be doing in this, aside from completing the chapter quest, is trying to complete a series of character quests. As you can see here, we have 4 different characters in this chapter to choose from. And as we progress, more characters will come out. But let's flip these over, and we'll get to see everyone's quest. So, the victory condition for this chapter is to finish all of the character quests. Frodo wants to gain rings, Gandalf wants to win tricks, Pippin wants to win the fewest tricks, and Bilbo wants to win 3 or more. As long as all of these conditions are met, you win the chapter. And whenever you've completed your objective, you keep track of it by placing this token on your card so that the rest of the table knows that you're good to go. Now, while we're playing, we're not actually going to be able to share any information that's not public. So if I have something in my hands, let's say, for example, the One Ring, I'm not actually allowed to say that. All I can say is, don't forget, I would like to win a trick, or something that's public information. But as we go through, we're going to be playing out our hands, and the chapter ends whenever we are out of cards. So long as that we've all fulfilled our objectives, we win. But if we don't, we lose, and we have to reset the chapter, re-deal out the cards, and then go from there. At this point, I think you have enough information to follow along, so we're going to go ahead and reshuffle, re-deal the cards, and we're going to get started. Okay, so now we're all set up for a 4-player game of The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, the trick-taking game. Joining me, we've got Matt.
What up?
Becca.
Hello.
Taylor.
Hey.
And me, Eli. Hi. So at this point, we're all going to look at the 9 cards we've been dealt, and whoever has the One Ring is going to announce it to the table, and they will be taking the Frodo character card.
I have the One Ring.
Frodo, how are you doing?
Not great.
Okay, so from this point, the player to their left is then going to draft a character from this public tableau, and I think I'm going to be Bilbo.
Ooh.
And I will go ahead and take Pippin.
Nice.
I guess that makes you Gandalf. And the lost card goes to you.
And then we are now going to fulfill any requirements that are on the character card represented by this hammer icon here. And this is just going to say that we need to complete this before setup. So in this case, we have Pippin, played by Taylor, who needs to exchange with Frodo. So he's going to take a card from his hand, give it to Becca, and then she gets to give a card to him. And it can be the card that Taylor just gave her.
And Pippin wants to lose.
I want to
Yes.
win the fewest or tie for the fewest tricks. So
Okay.
generally want to lose.
Got it.
Nice. And I'm playing Bilbo. I have no prerequisites. I just want to win at least 3 tricks.
All right, and I have to exchange a card with Frodo.
Yes.
Gonna do. I don't know if I'm making the right decision or not, but I can't say anything else.
I'm going to do this and hope that pays off.
Okay. And just to reiterate all of the quests that we're going to be on, Bilbo wants to win 3 or more tricks. Pippin wants to win the fewest tricks. Gandalf wants to win at least 1. And Frodo just wants to win at least 2 or more rings.
Yes. Yes, she does. Give me the ring.
She's got 1. We're married.
Oh my gosh.
He's worked it in, folks. He's worked it
Every
in.
video.
Okay, so with that said, Frodo, you're going to play the lead card for this trick. And remember, because the ring is on the gray side, you cannot lead with any ring cards.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a 2 mountain. So now it is my turn. I am going to play this, the 8 mountain.
I played the 5.
I play the 1.
Great. So
Bilbo takes it.
Bilbo has won this trick, and we're going to keep track of this by setting them in staggering order face down. So if this is 1 trick, this could be 2, 3, 4, just staggering their positioning so that we can keep track. In this case, Bilbo has won 1. And now, whoever won the trick is now going to lead the following trick. So in this case, I am going to play the 7 of mountain.
Cannot follow suit.
Okay, so in this case, Taylor has played a ring. This means that he didn't have a mountain in his hand and he couldn't follow the suit, so he was able to play a ring. When the first ring enters a trick, this ring token flips, and that means rings can now be used to lead tricks going forward. So we'll go to Matt for his turn.
Let's play the 6 of mountains.
I'm going to play the 1 ring,
Ooh.
which lets me win the trick and therefore satisfy my Frodo requirements.
All right, so because she has now won 2 rings, the one she just played and the one Taylor played, she's going to keep track of the fact that she's completed her character objective by putting this purple token on her character card. Now we just need to focus on the other 3 of us completing our objectives. And with that said, Becca, you won the trick, so you kick us off. Play something good. Ooh. Ooh. Mhm.
I want all
I
of the
cannot follow.
rings. Oh,
Nice.
2 more rings.
Becca has won 2 more rings, and she's going to lead again. That's got to be almost all the rings, right?
It's, just want to
that
say
is
we
full.
did satisfy the hard,
hard
requirement.
requirement.
I'm gonna play a 2 shadow.
Nice. I'm going to follow that with the 7 shadow.
And I'm following with a 1 of shadow.
6 shadow.
Nice. So I win that trick. That's 2 of Bilbo's 3. I'm going to keep track of that here. And then I'm going to kick off the next one with the 7 of hills.
And I will follow with a 3 of hills.
Nice. Matt's turn. The tricky part of this game is that as we start cutting through our hands, we're going to need to start figuring out who needs to fulfill their objective still. In this case, I still need to win 1 trick. Matt needs to win at least 1, and Taylor doesn't want to win any. So, starting to get a little dicey.
Yeah, and I'm having to math out when winning a trick makes sense to win a trick.
I feel like now.
Yeah, I feel like I should win the trick if I can win the trick.
Yep. All right. So Matt wins the trick, and he has won at least 1, meaning his requirement for Gandalf has been fulfilled. So he can put that purple token to let us all know he's good to go, and then he will kick us off for our next trick.
Lovely.
Oh, no! That's fine.
No, it's on purpose. There's a thought that hopefully others understand.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Matt won the trick.
I believe others have understood
Mm-hmm.
what needed to happen. Oh no, I'm doing it backwards from you guys.
Work it didn't focus. Okay. Oh, rats.
Yeah, sorry.
Yikes. All right. Trick goes to Becca. Reminder, I still need to win just 1. So as long as we can do that, we should be good to go. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Ooh, come on, come on, come on. Nice.
Yay.
Okay. So I win that trick.
So got 1 more trick to do.
I have fulfilled mine, and I think we're good.
I'll let you know, this ain't winning nothing.
Yeah! All right.
Nice.
So Bilbo wins the trick, going to 4, and we have officially completed Chapter 1. So in this case, I think it's a long-expected party. This is just the party from the movie where everyone gets together. The fireworks are awesome. Just watch the movies; they're great. But we're gonna get
or
set
read
up.
the books.
Yeah, or read the books. They're also great. So as we complete a chapter, we're gonna have some end text that we get to read off the back of the card. In this case, it's Chapter 1, when Mr. Bilbo Baggins of Bag End announced that he would shortly be celebrating his 11st birthday with a party of special magnificence, there was much talk and excitement in Hobbiton. Cool. So we're going to get all set up for Chapter 2, and we'll see you shortly. All right, so we are all set up for Chapter 2, A Little Delay in the Shire. So in this chapter, we're going to get a few more character cards than we had before. In this case, we're adding Merry and Sam. Bilbo is sitting this one out, and as you can see, we've placed these purple tokens on top of the characters that are required, denoted by an asterisk next to their name in the chapter setup. You can also see that along with our lost card, the 7 of Shadow, we have a new deck next to Sam. As I said earlier in the first chapter, this little hammer icon means that you have to do it in setup. In this case, Sam's is draw a threat card. A threat card, in this case, a Black Rider, one of the Nazgul, is going to add a little bit of flavor and a little bit of challenge to that specific character's goal for the chapter. Sam's says that you must win a specific Hills card based on the value of the threat card drawn. So in this case, we've drawn the Black Rider, the 4 of Black Riders, which means that Sam, in order to win this chapter, is going to have to win the Four of Hills whenever that comes up. So whoever gets that character is going to have to keep that in mind as we play. But with that said, let's all look at our hands and see who has the one ring. They're going to be Frodo.
It's me.
Frodo, you're going to get this, and the ring token, which is going to be face down.
Yep.
Don't feel super confident in that. I'm actually going to take Pippin.
Okay. So Matt has chosen Pippin, which means that Becca and I are required to take Mary and Sam because those are the two who must be taken, and there are only two choices left.
I think I'm going to take Mary.
Perfect. All right. I'm going to take Sam.
Put
And
your marker above your card so we know you've not completed it yet.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to keep this threat card next to Sam to remind us that I need to win the Four of Hills in order to complete my chapter objective. So before we get started, we do have to fulfill a little bit of round setup. So let's go ahead and start with Pippin.
I can exchange with Frodo, Sam, or Mary. I will be exchanging with Sam.
Interesting. Okay. Cool, cool.
I should have done.
Mary?
I'm going to exchange with... Mine is to exchange with Frodo, Sam, or Pippin. And I'm going to exchange with Frodo.
Okay.
Frodo still requires 2 rings, correct?
Correct.
Yes. 2 or more.
Okay, and then I actually have set up 2. I just forgot to do it because I got so excited looking at my cards. I've drawn a threat card, and I also have to exchange with Frodo, Mary, or Pippin. In this case, I'm going to also exchange with Frodo.
Good Lord, please stop sticking together.
All of our hands are so sticky.
Just the cards, man. I almost said out loud, this blank of blanks is very sticky.
Give me the sticky card.
This one ring. Oh, wait.
Well, we know he has that. We can discuss it. It's public information.
Yeah,
He's
well,
Frodo.
That's true.
That was the yoke.
What does everyone's description say?
Ring bearer?
Gardener.
What does yours say?
Oh, I'm a fool.
Mine says stout heart.
I think that's true.
I think that's fair.
And now that we've finished character setup, we're all ready to start chapter 2 of Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring shooting game.
Every time.
Frodo, if you want to kick us off with your lead card. Now remember, it can't be a ring since this is face down. Or rather, since it's black and white.
I am going to hope that a specific exchange has taken place.
Interesting. Bop.
It's not your turn.
It's not your turn.
It's okay, it's too late, it's already out there. Got excited.
That wouldn't have influenced me.
Nice.
It wouldn't have influenced me either, for what it's worth.
Cool.
I'm very happy that that specifically took place.
Because I gave that card to Eli.
Yes.
Alright, so I have now won.
What if I would have been like, oh, man.
Oh, mine!
Oh, man. I guess I'm playing a ring.
So I
should
have won.
exchanged.
I have won the Four of Hills, and that means that I'm good. Sam is fulfilled. So awesome. I'm ready to go.
Keep those separate.
Taylor throws out the one ring and trumps this.
On my own trick.
Yeah.
All right, so I am the lead player of the next trick. I think I'm going to do. So you need to win one. You need to win the fewest. And it doesn't
We'll
matter
lay
if
'em
Frodo
out
wins. So
there.
I'm gonna go ahead and play that. Just get it out of my hand.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Mary needs to win 1 or 2 tricks.
Okay.
1 or 2.
Yes.
Okay.
So I won the next trick because I played the 8 of Mountain, and now I am going to play this, the 5 of Mountain.
Okay. I can't follow.
Okay. All right. I have won once again. My goal by doing what I'm doing is to hopefully get rings online.
Elijah, hold your cards closer. You're doing this.
My goal is to.
I'm going to then play this.
Okay.
Okay, so Taylor has played the One Ring, which means rings are now online and are eligible to be played as the lead card.
Yes.
So I'm assuming you.
I'm
choose
going to win.
Okay,
I'm
he
choosing
has
to
won
win.
this trick, and because he won the card he played as well as the 5, Frodo is good to go.
All right.
And Taylor's going to kick us off on the next one. So we need
Mary to
Who's
win
Taylor?
one.
Mary.
Who's Taylor?
Sorry, Frodo.
Frodo.
Has won his trick.
Come on.
And then I will just go ahead and play that.
Nice.
5 of shadows.
I need to win 1 or 2 tricks. Thank you.
Okay.
Beautiful.
So Mary has won 1. Hopefully no more.
Should I mark that?
You've won 1 or 2.
Yeah,
but-
you're
I
technically
guess I
marked
could
now, but you
become
could.
unfulfilled.
Yeah,
Okay,
right, yeah.
got it.
All right, and then Pippin just needs to win the fewest, right? So we
Yep.
just need to
Make sure you don't win.
Yep.
As often
I'm
as
not,
possible.
I'm not real worried about it, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I guess if. Okay. I'm gonna do this.
Okay. I think let's go ahead and toss that out there.
Big money.
Nice.
All right. I want another ring.
Taylor's won another ring. We had so much trouble with that when we first played this, and
It's because we played the wrong side.
We did.
right. But now he's winning like 4 rings every time, so pretty
That's
cool.
You're up to 3 now.
I'm up to 3 rings. Yeah.
Great.
Nice.
I'll start this with that.
Ooh.
Mostly just trying
Big
to make,
giant number of 2 shields.
trying to make sure that you can't win against
Ha!
that. All right, I win again.
All 4.
It was so complicated the first time we
It
did
was.
this.
We weren't good. We lost the footage, and it was probably for the best.
It was
Yeah,
sad.
for the best.
I'm gonna start with this.
Alrighty.
Big money. That's a 1.
Huge.
I win again.
Yeah. Frodo's racking them up.
Yeah, he is. Oh,
Big money.
bop.
Look
All
at
right.
that.
You'll notice I played
Did you get
all
all-
numbers
I
under
got all
3.
5 rings.
You won all 5 rings.
Yeah, that actually means that we just win the game. We don't have to play it anymore.
We're
which is
done.
All
great.
right.
Okay, so we have all fulfilled our character objectives. Frodo has won at least 2 rings. Sam has won the 4 of Hills. Mary has won only 1 trick. And Pippin has won no tricks. So we're all good to go.
To be clear, I could have won 1 or 2 tricks.
It's true. But we're going to get all set up for Chapter 3. We'll see you soon.
Top of the chapter.
Hey Eli, was there flavor text at the end of that chapter?
There was, and we forgot to read it. Thanks, Matt. I mean, Pippin. Mary? Pippin. You were there. I always get them confused.
I'm a fool. Come on.
Okay, so we've completed Chapter 2, and the flavor text is, you ought to go quietly, and you ought to go soon. That's not what Gandalf sounds like. Didn't read who said it first. We're just going to keep it. 2 or 3 weeks had passed, and still Frodo made no sign of getting ready to go. I know, but it's difficult to do both, Frodo objected. If I just vanish like Bilbo, the tale will be all over the Shire in no time. So we finished Chapter 2. All right, so we are all set up for Chapter 3, and as you can see here, we've added just a couple new characters. We have Farmer Maggot, who at the beginning is going to draw a threat card, and they want to win 2 or more cards matching the rank of the threat card. So if we draw, for example, the 2, they want to win at least 2 2s. And we also have Gildor Inglorian, who has to play a forest card in the final trick, but it doesn't have to win the trick, they just have to play a forest. So there's a little bit of more hand management in this one. With that said, let's all look at our hands, see who has the 1 ring.
It's me.
Frodo
Again.
All right.
You just really like playing Frodo.
I'm just lucking into it, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe I will take Farmer Maggot.
Okay.
So you will need to flip me a threat card.
Let's flip you a threat card. It is the 3 of Black Riders, so Matt's going to need to win at least 2 3s
Okay.
of any suit.
How do you feel about playing the elf?
We're not allowed to share any information.
Even this?
No, you can't.
Oh, I guess because it can matter for what's in
You
your hand.
basically just need to pick based on what's your hand.
I
tells
can't
you
tell
to
you
do.
if I feel good or not about it. So
I see.
now that said, we do all get to exchange in our round setup. So if our hands aren't necessarily the best right now, we do get to exchange and hopefully fix it a little bit.
I think I'm going to actually take Pippin to not be in competition of you guys.
Okay, that's going to leave me with Gildor. So, all right, so we've all selected a character. So now we're going to finish our character setup before we get started in the round.
So my setup is exchange with Pippin or Mary. Mary is not in the game, so I will exchange with Pippin.
Okay. Choose again.
And so I will need to win 2 threes. I believe I can say this out loud, but don't give me a 3.
Yeah, right.
It will be hard to win by leading with a 3.
Yeah, that's just
Or
general
even just
strategy.
following with a 3.
Yeah,
This is basically impossible.
Basically, I want to win tricks. You don't want to win tricks.
So give high
Yeah.
cards away.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay, Pippin, you're set up.
And then I get to exchange with Frodo, Sam, or Mary.
It's just me.
So I will be exchanging with Frodo.
Okay. And
Got it.
and then what is your setup?
Mine is to exchange with Frodo, which I'm doing now.
All right, Bird.
Also, Eli, take your marker off your guy.
Correct.
And what is your fulfillment? What do you need to do?
I need to play a forest card in the final trick, so if you have a forest card, please, by all means, send it my way. Perfect. All right, so we have fulfilled our character setup for the chapter, and now we're going to have Frodo kick us off with the lead card.
All right. Let's just go ahead and get things going.
I won't
Like
look at
this.
them intentionally, but
Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that kind of came out of the sleeve.
Thank you.
I fixed it.
All right. Bop.
That's
Okay.
unfortunate.
Frodo
That is one of my 3 threes out of my potential.
has won the trick.
Okay. We will go ahead and do a little bit of this.
We just played these.
Please.
All right. That goes to Farmer Maggot.
Farmer Maggot wants to win 3s.
That's one of them.
Can't help you there.
Hopefully. Nice.
One.
That's one. So you need to win how many?
1 more 3.
One more 3.
Farmer Maggot needs to win 1 more 3.
There you go, friend.
Nice. Oh, it's my turn. Yes. Boom.
There you go. Who's your second 3 to
And
win?
there we go. I have completed my objective.
Did you win a 3 in your first one?
Yeah.
In the one.
In the
In
second
the
one.
second one.
Yeah.
I've now won 2 3s in a row, which means that I've done that.
I thought you have to. Oh, it's just 2 in
It's
this.
2
Yeah,
2
understood.
3s.
Perfect.
And
All
I've
right.
done it.
2 in the same trick would be incredibly hard.
No, sorry. I thought it was.
Possible.
I thought it was win 3 is equal to the number, but that doesn't make sense. Like 4 4s, 3 3s.
I got it.
But it's just 2 3s.
And
All right.
okay. So we need to get rings down to Taylor somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so Taylor has played the 1 ring, and that means now the first ring card has been played of the trick. Rings are now online if you played his lead cards, and I'm assuming you want to win the trick.
Yes.
Sweet. That means that he has won 1 of the 2 he needs.
All right.
And Frodo's going to kick us off. Oof.
It's tough.
Beautiful.
It's,
I played
it's
the
not
5.
beautiful.
It's not beautiful.
Eli takes it.
Yeah, I take it. I had the 5.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, so this is 2 of the 3 ring cards. We know that
There's only 5.
Yeah,
There's only
there's two.
5.
There's 2 more in people's hands.
Yep.
Mhm.
So let's keep that in mind. Moving forward, Frodo does need to win 1 more.
And you just played the highest one.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. As the lead player, I'm going to do this.
Following.
Okay.
I believe I take it.
That goes to Farmer Maggot.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
I
Yeah.
think we are not going to finish.
I think we're not going to succeed.
I
But
also have a bad feeling.
I think this
Yeah.
is the best option I can put out there.
Aha. No.
Yeah, that's it. We
All
don't win the
right.
chapter.
I got more.
We do have 1 more.
Yeah, because technically, well,
No, because you didn't win all the rings.
He's
Yeah,
won
no.
2. He's won 1.
And they've all been
Yeah.
played.
no, there's one left.
Oh.
One left.
There's one left.
But the problem is I will be leading with green because we had to lead the last chapter with
Yeah.
green.
Only he had to play green in the last
That's-
second.
Yeah, he was-
you don't
he
have
was
to
fine.
lead. You don't have to lead.
Well, it wouldn't have changed it.
Yeah.
I would have played the 4 of green earlier.
Okay.
instead.
But you
So-
did complete this.
I did
Yeah.
complete
and
it.
I did complete this.
But-
I should have thought of the fact that somebody. I had 1, 2, 3, and 4. I should have thought of the fact that somebody else was going to have the 5.
Okay, so in this case, we have lost the chapter. The only thing we can do here is either let Sauron win, which we're not going to, or we can just reshuffle and play a new round. But in this case, we're tired, we ate a lot of food, and we're ready to go to bed. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.